covered Parshas Behar, that everybody should be well. We should have an Ilin Shama for all of those who will benefit from that, which means all of us, and that the if I'm not mistaken, we're right before Lag BaOmer, which is a very joyous Yantiv. Has to do with Klal Yisrael's finding itself with Yeshua's and the Chamas. And Parshas Behar, to me, in many ways, has a lot of significance in that it represents the Shidduch, Parshas Behar, between Kodesh Baruch Hu and Klal Yisrael. And we know that one of the most important underpinnings of any relationship, which is Shidduch is the ultimate relationship, is Ani l'dodi v'dodi li. What can I do for you, and what can you do for me? That is Bahar, and that is Shemitah for that matter. Shemitah, even though we think that we're just sitting back and doing nothing, we're coming closer to Hashem by taking ourselves away from our Gashmiyas and spending more time with Ruchnias. And of course, that the Anim can come in and take whatever they want. So there's a lot of aspects here which tie in Parshas Behar to a Shidduch, and the following story, therefore, is relevant. We're going to call her Mrs. Mandel. This is from the Weekly Vart. A widow whose daughter was undergoing treatment in Tel HaShomer Hospital in Tel Aviv requested Shabbos accommodations in the Rachshei Lev Chesed apartment. I know I will cry a lot. I would really prefer to be alone, she added. The director of Rachshei Lev, of Reuven Geshait, generally got numerous calls a week from many people and tried to accommodate several men at one location and several ladies at another multi-bedroom apartment. I'll see what I can do, he said non-committally. Half hour later, a girl called. My relative is in the hospital and asked me to stay with her over Shabbos. Could I possibly sleep in the apartment near the hospital? Rabbi Geshait did not think too long before agreeing. After all, how could he turn away this girl just because the other guest wanted privacy? He called Mrs. Mandel and informed her of the turn of events. We have an obligation, we both have an obligation to help this girl, he said. She's trying to do a mitzvah. Who are we to stop her? Mrs. Mandel was not particularly happy with the decision, but realized she had no choice. A few weeks later, she called Rabbi Geshait again. My son just became a chassan, she said. Thank you, Rabbi Geshait. Thank you, Mazel Tov, he cautiously replied. But why are you thanking me? You were the shadchan, she exclaimed. The girl you allowed to share the Shabbos apartment with me was the sweetest girl I ever met. Every time I wept, she came over and comforted me. She spoke so softly with such wisdom. Right away, I wanted her for my son. And Baruch Hashem, it happened. I thought I would be better off having my privacy and sleeping alone. Little did I know that what I thought was to be a discomfort was the vehicle by which Hashem sent the long-awaited shidduch for my son. I thought that was such an adorable story. I could not resist but share that with you. Have a good Shabbos.